Good morning, fragrance family, and welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, I want to talk about 2020. Yeah, you know, the best year ever. Said no one ever. But before we do so, I need a sip of coffee. I don't even know why I'm wearing that. Yeah, 2020 sucked. But even though 2020 sucked, there is something awesome that did come out of 2020 that I just discovered. A new fragrance house, Jousset Parfums. And I'm really excited to talk to y'all about this new discovery because at first I was unsure of them. But now, wait till you hear what I gotta say. Cue that intro. Welcome back, fragrance family, to another episode of My Two Cents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. Guys, thank you so much for all of my subscribers. You guys are freaking fantastic. I love you all. And our family tree is it's growing faster than I ever thought it would. So if this is your first time stopping by, or you've been watching me for a while now and haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell, flip it to all so that you know when I'm posting new content. Throw me up one of these and drop me some comments down below because I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. So like I said, 2020 sucked and the masks are coming off. Thank God, man. I'm so tired of wearing those things. But I'm glad you all are here and I'm glad you made it through this pandemic. I had COVID and it sucked. I didn't really get that sick, but I lost all my taste and smell for like 2 weeks and that was freaking terrible. If I could lose any of my senses, it would be my taste because I can't lose my memory processing system. But something great did come out of 2020. There weren't a whole lot of great new releases coming out in 2020. Now in 2021, it's like, pandemic's over, let's just pump out as many fragrances as possible. But Jousset Parfums, I stumbled upon them. And if you'd seen my first episode of my wish list, which I'll leave right here, you can go check it out, I said I was going to get a fragrance from this house. And I did. QUAHA Bunga Dude. Yeah, but we'll get into this here shortly. Now, Jousset Parfums is out of Switzerland, and all of their fragrances are very artsy-fartsy. Yes, I use the word artsy-fartsy, because that's what they are. All their bottles are different and unique, very artistic, and so is the juice. And all of their juice comes in at a 30% concentration, so you're getting a lot of natural ingredients in them, and it shows. So without further ado, let's get into the best thing that happened in 2020, whiffs and sniffs. Alright, so I've got 3 fragrances to go over, and I'm going to go over QUAHA Bunga first. But stay tuned because the other 2 are awesome as well. But let's do QUAHA Bunga. I'll go over the quick presentation with you. Here's the box. Wait a second, it didn't come in a box. So I ordered all 3 of these from Lucky Scent. This was $150 for a 50 ml. And this is the bottle. And like I said, did not come in a box. It's got these coffee beans right here. And it looks like to be hand painted in like a bronze color. And this is QUAHA Bunga number 1. No batch code information, nothing on the bottle, nothing to tell me about it. And I was like, what's going on? Okay, so this is weird. Cap is okay. I think it's a plastic cap. Atomizer is good. Well, I'm not going to spray these on skin because I've got 3 to go over, and they're all pretty freaking potent. I'll be walking around smelling like a smorgasbord of all things interesting and beautiful all at once. Here we go. All right, so this fragrance right here, I got in, probably about a month ago. I wish you'd seen my initial reaction when I first sprayed this on, and I probably should have done a first impression just so I have it on video. But I sprayed it on and I was like, what the f***? Then I smelled it again and I was like, oh my God, I made a terrible decision. But I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy who just gives up after the first try. So I gave it some time. There is no note breakdown on Fragrantica for me to post up here, but I can tell you what the note breakdown is. The whole series is based around the note of coffee. So QUAHA is coffee, bunga is crazy. And that name is very suiting. So you have up top coffee. In the heart, you have shisha, which is a melanin kiwi hookah tobacco. And then in the base, you have nanya, which is a Moroccan mint tea. The notes sound very interesting, and it is categorized as an Oriental gourmand. So here's the thing. When I sprayed it on skin first, and I got my nose right in it, boom, you get the mint tea and that shisha right up top. And it's weird. Sort of. Because when my arm was away from me, I was getting wafts of this nice fruity, slightly minty shisha tobacco. So up here, it smells like smelling the shisha puck. Down here, it smells like walking into a hookah bar. But this is one you have to wait for. Because after about an hour, it's when it becomes that Oriental gourmand. That coffee in it is my type of coffee. Which, speaking of which, nice dark roast coffee. So after a few days with this, that initial spray that I thought I would always remember, that first impression, went away. And now every time I smell it, I don't get as much of that just kind of medicinal, minty, pungent shisha tobacco. I get a little bit of the coffee up top, just a little bit. But once it gets in the dry down, it's so good. And it's pretty long lasting. I get about 7 to 8 hours out of it. It's not a huge projector. In the first hour, you get that really, you smell like a hookah bar. But once it dries down, it becomes closer to your skin and it's just beautiful. This is an extremely artistic fragrance, extremely. I don't recommend it if you are new to fragrance or you don't like really complex artsy-fartsy fragrances. I do recommend you going out and getting a sample out of it where you can. I don't believe you can get it from Lucky Scent at the moment, but maybe you will. It is intriguing, to say the least. I think it is a really complex fragrance, so unique, most unique Oriental gourmand I've ever smelled. Yeah, but this inspired me to get a couple more. So we'll get in the next fragrance. So Jousset Parfums seems to really like their gourmands, which are right up my alley. Oh yeah. I love smelling delicious. Not overly sweet, but delicious. Decadent. So the next fragrance is not really a gourmand. It's called it's really hard for me to say this without saying Ramdan, but it's Ramdan Night. This is the box right here. It opens like so. And on the back, you got some information. Now across here, it has some of the notes. So this has oud in it. One of my favorite notes. All right. So it has dates, solar notes, spices, and oud. This is a summertime oud fragrance. 100%. This is summertime. So I don't just get dates. I get dried fruits, like all the beautiful dried fruits. Dried cranberries, dried raspberries, dried any berry. It's really good right up top. And that oud, I get right off the top. And it's not an animalic oud, but it is kind of a musky, leathery oud. Oh, the solar notes are also, give it this salty, like skin scent. Kind of sandy, with some subtle spices, not anything overpowering. This also is a moderate projector, but a super long-lasting fragrance, like 10 plus hours. It's a long-lasting fragrance. And it's really, really well blended. You start out with this really nice oud dry fruits into this kind of salty, sandy muskiness, into more oud and kind of a leathery, spicy composition, but not overly spicy. And those fruits are there through the whole thing. Oh my God, it's so good. I was thoroughly impressed. $95 for a 50 ml for an extrait de parfum. That's pretty stinking good. And I believe you can get samples of this for like $7 to $9 on Lucky Scent. So go check Ramdan Nights out. Super good. Next up, we have Gourmand Bakhoor. So this is super cool too. It has this really nice artsy fartsy box. Came with this nice little letter because they changed up their packaging as of 2021. And they're a year old now. You got information and everything on the back. And they even signed it. Thank you. You're welcome, Jousset Parfums. You're welcome. And this bottle's different as well. Taller. Name of the house, name of the fragrance. Nice sturdy metal cap. And great atomizer. Notes. Caramel. Toffee. Incense. Suede. Just to name a few. I love this fragrance. So it also has some milk in it. Oh, so it gives it this lactonic feel right off the top. It's like a Werther's Original. It is a creamy, caramel, slightly spicy, incensey butte. It's, wow, it's a really, really good gourmand. Again, moderate projection. Once you get into the heart of it, it does have this weird transition. When it's transitioning into that suede note, for about, I don't know how long, it kind of smells like wet paper. That's the only off-putting part about it. But that doesn't stay very long. And I don't want to deter you from trying this because it's, once you get through that, then dry down is this brand new creamy suede that has a touch of incense and it's just gorgeous. I'm super astonished that I hadn't heard of this house before because there's not much about it on Fragrantica. QUAHA Bunga is not even in their system. And these two fragrances only, I think one of them has one review and there's not much being spread about this fragrance house. So, Jousset Parfums, you're doing a great job so far, in my opinion. QUAHA Bunga is artistically unique and I can totally see the creative construction of it. I don't know exactly when I would wear it. I haven't figured that out yet. It's super unique. These two, Ramdan, I would wear anytime during the spring and summer. I'm excited to see if it'll work in the fall and winter, but yeah, this is going to be something I wear a lot. It's going to do really well and has done really well for me in the heat. Performance, like I said, 10 hours, moderate projection. I would say this is more for those who are looking for a oud to start out with. This is a great beginner oud because it's not super just barnyardy animalic. It is soft and leathery. It's good. Bakhoor Gourmand. If you like gourmand fragrances and you want your lady or significant other to want to eat you up, Gourmand Bakhoor. It's crazy. It's so interesting too. It's such an interesting fragrance. It's unlike any gourmand I've really smelled, except it does kind of smell like the Embrace. Though there is no sesame oil note in it, it kind of has a resemblance to it. But it's really good. Definitely check it out. For this, I get 10 plus hours as well. Moderate projection. Can be worn more for date nights, formal occasions, when you just want to smell delectable. Gourmand Bakhoor. Yeah, check it out. That is my review of this awesome house. Something amazing that actually happened in 2020. That, and I learned how to cut my own hair and tailor my own clothes. Oh, and how to YouTube. That was fun. But anyways, guys, definitely, I will leave in the link below where you guys can check these fragrances out. Definitely get some samples. Give them a test drive if you're looking for a good gourmand, a good beginner's oud fragrance. And if you're looking for one of the most unique artsy fartsy fragrances I've ever smelled, then check out QUAHA Bunga. Because it's also an awesome name. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, turtles in a half shell, turtle power, QUAHA Bunga Dude. So remember, guys, you're stinking beautiful. I'll see y'all later this evening. And until next time, happy scent trails.